The Ili pika, Ochotona iliensis, is a rare and elusive species of pika, a small mammal related to rabbits and hares. Native to the remote, mountainous regions of northwest China, specifically the Tianshan Mountains, the Ili pika was first discovered in 1983 by conservationist Li Weidong. It has since become one of the world's most endangered and least studied mammals, earning it the nickname Magic Rabbit due to its charming appearance and secretive behavior. Physical characteristics. Size. The Ili pika is a small mammal, measuring about 20 to 25 centimeters, 7.9 to 9.8 inches, in length, and weighing approximately 250 grams, 0.55 pounds. Habitat. Location. The Ili pika is endemic to the Tianshan Mountains of northwest China, specifically in the Ili prefecture of Xinjiang province, after which it is named. Altitude. This species lives at high altitudes, typically between 2,800 and 4,100 meters, 9,200 to 13,500 feet, where the environment is harsh, with cold temperatures, rocky terrain, and sparse vegetation. Habitat preference. Ili pikas prefer alpine meadows and talus slopes, rocky areas below cliffs, in the mountains, where they can hide among the rocks and feed on vegetation that grows in the crevices. Behavior. Solitary nature. Ili pikas are primarily solitary animals. Unlike some other pika species, they do not form large social groups or colonies. Instead, they live alone or in very small family units. Territorial. Each Ili pika maintains a territory, which it defends from other pikas. Their territories are usually centered around food sources and safe hiding places in rocky crevices. Activity. Ili pikas are diurnal, meaning they are active during the day. They spend their time foraging for food, sunbathing on rocks, and storing vegetation to use as food during the winter. Ili pikas are herbivorous. It gathers vegetation in their mouths and transport it to safe places among rocks. They dry the plants in the sun before storing them in their burrows or rock crevices to serve as a food source during the cold months. Reproduction. Breeding season. Little is known about the Ili pika's reproduction due to its elusive nature, but it is believed to breed in the spring and early summer, similar to other pika species. Litter size. Female pikas typically give birth to 2 litters per year, with each litter consisting of 2 to 5 offspring. The young are born in nests hidden within rocky crevices. Conservation status. Critically endangered. The Ili pika is listed as critically endangered on the IUCN Red List. Its population is estimated to be fewer than 1,000 individuals, and the species faces several serious threats. Habitat loss. As a result of climate change, rising temperatures are pushing the Ili pika's habitat higher up the mountains. As their habitat shrinks and becomes more fragmented, they are forced to move to higher altitudes, where there is less suitable habitat. Human activity. Increased human activity, including grazing livestock and expanding agricultural development, is contributing to the loss of their alpine meadow habitat. Conservation challenges. Despite its endangered status, the Ili pika has received limited attention from conservationists due to the remoteness of its habitat and the difficulty in studying the species. Its rarity and elusive nature make conservation efforts particularly challenging. Discovery and research. First discovery. The Ili pika was first discovered in 1983 by Chinese conservationist Li Weidong in the Tianshan Mountains. However, it wasn't until 2014 that the species was photographed again, more than 20 years after it had seemingly disappeared from scientific observation. Threats. Climate change. The most significant threat facing the Ili pika is climate change. As temperatures rise, the snow and ice at high elevations retreat, reducing the amount of suitable habitat for the species. Ili pikas are forced to move higher up the mountains, where they eventually run out of habitat to colonize. Predators and human encroachment. Increased human presence in the Tianshan Mountains, through activities like grazing and infrastructure development, has further encroached on the Ili pika's habitat. Predation by animals such as birds of prey may also be a concern. Interesting facts. Magic rabbit. The Ili pika is often referred to as the magic rabbit due to its small size, rounded ears, and teddy bear-like face, which has captivated the attention of animal lovers around the world. Rediscovery. After its initial discovery in 1983, the Ili pika was not seen again until it was rediscovered and photographed in 2014, highlighting how elusive and difficult to study this species is. The Ili pika is a fascinating, rare species that faces significant challenges due to habitat loss and climate change. Its survival depends on urgent conservation action, but its secretive nature and remote habitat make it a difficult species to protect.